everyone, this is Melissa with Paper Fairy Tales. I'm here to share a project that I made for J&S Hobbies and Crafts. First of all, I do apologize if you can hear the lullaby music in the background. You may hear a cranky baby and I may have to pause this video, but I did want to get this shared. I actually got a design package from Shelly over at J&S Hobbies and Crafts as I made the semi-finalist team for the J&S Hobbies and Crafts Design Team Call. So I wanted to share a project that I originally was going to send to her, but I made a couple errors on the project and I just wasn't comfortable sending it. I ended up sending her a different project. So I'm going to share the album. It is a gatefold style album, and I will show you a couple of the issues that I had with it, why I didn't send it. And I'll be right back. Okay, so the paper collection that I used was Tranquil Gardens. It is designs by Shelly, I apologize. And it is an awesome paper collection. The images in it are just beautiful. It is very versatile for cards, tags, and mini albums. She includes a lot of cutouts and sentiments and tags that make it very easy to work with. By the time I was done with the mini album and the project that I sent her, I have one 12 by 12 sheet left and some scraps where I can make some tags. So I put it to good use. This is the mini album I made, and if you're watching, you can see the first issue I have right here. The closures didn't, I don't think I put them on the way I should have. It was an afterthought and it didn't work out so well. So it bumps out at the top, and I'm not a fan of that. So that was blooper number one. I will tell you, this album measures 7 this way wide by 5 inches tall, and it's got a 4 1/4 inch spine, so it's fairly thick. It does have a lot of extra room in it, but I also incorporated a couple other things in here to kind of fill in the gaps, and that's another thing that I do want to remake this mini album. I like how it turned out, but I do want to change some of the construction, and I'll show you why. First of all, the other blooper is right here on the seams. I covered these with leather and I had some issues with it adhering, and when I went to glue it back down, let's see, you can see a little bit right here maybe. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but the glue started to, from it drying, bumped up, and I didn't like, there's another one. I just didn't like how it looked. I mean, you really can't tell even in person. It just looks like it's, I don't know, like well used, but I just wasn't happy with it. So I'll keep this album for myself. I haven't done anything with the cover yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for as far as title. So here on the side, I used some Petaloo butterflies. These came in the package that J&S sent. The corners I did bind with leather. I got this at Hobby Lobby. You can buy it. I think it's like 8 by 10 pieces. And then this is just some trim that I had in my stash. On the back here, I left it pretty plain as I wanted to show off the beautiful hat. This is one of the images that's in that paper line, and it's just, I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. And then on this side, I haven't put anything here because I'm not sure, again, what I'm going to use it for, so I'll probably put a title or a date or something there. So, now these closures, when I do this again, I will attach these beforehand. I should have known better, but it was kind of an afterthought. So the way that I have them stuck down here, they're not very tight or stiff, so there's a lot of play here in the front cover, as you can see. But going inside, this is a gatefold style album, and it opens up. Now on each of these outer sides, I created a pocket with just some cardstock. When I remake this again, I believe I'm going to create those maybe a little bit thinner, maybe not, but if I do, I will be creating these with chipboard in any case. They hold up pretty well on the top, but I'm worried about, there's one on the bottom as well, which I'll show you once we get down there. I'm afraid with the weight of the papers and the photos, especially once you get the photos in here, I'm afraid it's going to squish it because it already started to squish it a little bit on the bottom. If you can see how it's starting, it wants to See here? So obviously that wasn't a good idea, what I had, just using the cardstock. I will do it again with chipboard. So I'm going to start with the pages here. On this side, I kept it pretty plain. There's not a lot of embellishments on this album because I really just wanted to showcase the papers. So on the front here, this is one of the 4x6 cutouts, and I love this sentiment here. In my garden, you will find love, laughter, and precious memories. So this just flips up, and there's a place for a 4x6 photo. I made these pages so that they would fit full-size photos. You don't have to do any cutting. When you would place these photos right on here, as you can see, that picture goes right there where that white is. So you can basically just slap your photos down and you still have your little bit of a border. This is another 4x6 cutout, and this flips down, and there's place for another photo here. Again, I didn't cover up a lot of these papers, so I left this open here, these beautiful roses, and I put a little pocket here. And this is this fountain is actually, I fussy cutted it out. You really can't tell in the video, but I took it from one of the little sentiment cards. I fussy cut it out, and then I also put some Wink Stella on where like the water would sit. I don't know if you, there you go, to make it look like there was water sitting in the fountain. And like I said, this is a little pocket, and I just cut out one of the tags from the paper collection, stuck a little bow on the top. I stapled it with a Tim Holtz stapler, and just stuck it down in there. This punch right here is a Martha Stewart punch. So that's that page. And you flip it over here, and again, this is one of the sentiments that are cut out from the paper collection. I backed it on black cardstock and attached it to a doily. These doilies I got from, I believe, Walmart in the cake decorating section. They come in like, I think there's like 20 in a pack or something. But anyway, I distressed the edges of this with some distressed ink. The color is milled lavender. This green ribbon that you're going to see throughout the album was sent to me in that design team package along with the Petaloo butterflies. And this one was just a plain one that I added some of the distress ink to make it a little bit less white. And then I covered it with Wink Stella again. You can see the shimmer there. This is just some beaded trim that I had in my stash. And this is a magnet closure. This flips open for a photo. And then the page itself is a pocket here, and this is a sentiment cut out from the collection, and these are just some paper flowers that I had in my stash, and I used some liquid pearls for the centers. There's a little tag in here, again with the beaded trim, and I just left the back blank. And then this is open here as well for a photo. On this side I have another pocket and more trim from my stash. I layered it on top of some black lace that I had. And again, another sentiment. And this is that hat image again that I cut out from one of the papers. This is a pocket. I left the back blank, so you could put a picture here if you wanted. And then this is a just a regular photo mat. And on this page, I loved this lady, and I wanted to just have just her, so I cut out one of the smaller journaling cards and fit her on there. And this is also a magnet closure here, and this flips open for a little photo. Beautiful, another sentiment from the collection. And then I left this all open. You could put journaling here or another photo. Then this flips open. You got place for a full 4x6 photo. And then this here is one of the little journaling cards that I just cut out and stuck there with another flap. Got another 4x6 photo here, and then a smaller photo here. On this page here, this is actually open, where you could fit a photo behind. I mean, this one's a little bit bigger, but you can see that it's all open. This is actually a pocket here, and I made a little tag with one of the cutouts from the paper collection. Simple moments make the best memories. And I just stuck a flat back pearl on the top as kind of like a pull. And then again, the back is left blank for photos or journaling. So that just sticks down in there. Oh, good grief. Okay. On the next page, oh my. And see, this is why there's different things in here that I originally put together, not thinking about the whole, the way all the pages intermesh. It creates some issues for fussy cutting. So as you can see, the lady here's been through some issues. She's losing her head. But anyway, this is a gatefold opening here. These are pockets on each, and these are little tags that were cut out from the paper collection. And then I just fussy cut some of the roses and some more of the sentiments, attached some flat back pearls here for some added interest, and obviously the ladies cut out from the paper collection as well. I wanted her to look like she was walking in. So this opens up, and there's place for a 4x6 photo here, and then 2 small corner pockets to fit some little journaling cards or little smaller photos in if you wanted. And those are magnetized as well. That's it for that side of the album. Then on this side, this is a magnet closure with a little swing tab here. It just turns down. I left this open here. You could put a photo or maybe a title or some journaling. This Everyday Moments is just a sentiment cut from the collection that I glued onto there. You flip this up, you got place for a smaller photo, and then you have a fairly large pocket where you can fit a lot more than what I've got in here. I just took one of the 4x6 cards and attached and just stuck down in there. Again, I left the back blank, good for journaling or another photo. And that opens this way. This page I pretty much left blank. I just took some of the flowers I had in my stash. These are actually a Heartfelt Creation stamp. It's an old stamp set that I've had for probably 5+ years. I just stamped and took various distress inks to color the leaves. I believe I used pine needles, shabby shutters, and peeled paint, I believe, were the 3 colors. And let's see if you can see this here. I also put Wink Estella on the leaves after I was done inking them. You can see, you really can't see the gradient of colors, but they're there. And little Junior is fussing, so I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, the next page, I just took more of that trim from my stash. I created 2 corner pockets here. I fussy cut more of the roses out and adhered them down, and there is Wink Estella on the leaves. Then on each side, I cut more of the tags out from the paper collection, just stapled some ribbon to the top, and put them down in there. On the next page here, we have another one of the sentiments from the collection. This is just some trim that I had, some ribbon or lace I had in my stash that I put underneath just for some added interest. And this is a flap that opens up. And on this side, you have 2 small, well, you got a front shallow pocket here that I just took another one of the tags and stuck down in there. And then in the back here, there's another one of those smaller journaling card cutouts that I attached there. But again, as I said before, these pockets are fairly large. You could fit a lot more in them than just what I've got. Then on the actual base of the page, we have a place for a photo, and this is not adhered down, so you can stick stuff down in there. I added this little solid piece from the paper. This is just one of the papers. It's a plain, pretty much plain lavender with some images down towards the bottom, but I cut that out and put that there so that you could put a title or a date there. Then just put some lace on the side here, fussy cut more of the little roses out, and added 2 of these sentiments that are included in the paper collection. On the last page, on the front, we have another sentiment that isn't fully glued down. I just glued the top and the bottom and then stuck one of the tags in there. And again, this is another one of the sentiments. There are a ton of these little sentiments all throughout the paper collection, make it really nice for cards. So that just slides back in there. I just put some flat back pearls here, and then again, there's place for a photo here. On the back of this page, we got a flap that I left plain for photo or journaling. It is magnetized. You flip this up, and I have a belly band here with another one of the little journaling cards. On the page down here, you got place for a photo, and then I also attached a tag here for any kind of journaling. And again, I didn't adhere that fully down. You can stick a photo back in there on that mat. Okay. Now in the center here, I created a envelope. It is, I think it's like an inch, maybe inch and a half wide. It is closed down with a magnet. You lift this up. Oops. And then inside here, I just cut a bunch of the 4x6 cards, but you could fit, I mean, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 different of the 4x6 cards. And if you look in here, it's not even half full. So there's plenty of room for you to throw a bunch of photos in there. But like I said, because of the weight of this, if I do this again, or when I do this again, I will make this out of chipboard, because I just don't think it'll hold up under the weight. Now I did forget to show you, in these pockets in the front, I've attached, let's see if I can set this up here. I have a bunch of the tags that she includes in the paper collection in there. And I just put some little ribbon pulls on there to be able to get them out. But there's 4 on each side. So you got 4 on this side. And again, there's more room in there if you wanted to include more of those little tags. And then we've got 4 on this side. So that is my mini album. And like I said, I like how it turned out as far as the construction of it. I'm not happy with how the binding turned out for the most part, and the closure. So it's trial and error. But I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed creating this album. It really didn't take me that long to make. I know it might seem like there's a lot there, but really once you get started, I think I might have a total of maybe 4 hours into it over the course of a couple days. So let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this video and this project, and I'll be back shortly with another video on another project that I did. But thanks for watching.